The dream of the '90s was alive in Portlandia. That good-natured lampoon of the hipster culture in my city is over after 8 years and numerous awards. The title of my video might make you think I didn't like the show. That's not true. Fred Armisen and Carrie Brownstein did a good job playing a wide variety of characters, most of them eccentric, some of them way beyond eccentric. And Kyle MacLachlan was very funny as the mayor. But I didn't watch the show much because it really didn't have that much to do with where I live. Now, in this map, Portland is divided up into its major regions. Right in the center, you see southwest Portland, then just north city center, then a narrow strip of land running up Interstate 5 in inner northeast Portland. That is the center of Portlandia. They did film a few episodes in inner southeast, at Zupan's Market, Oblique Coffee Roasters, and the Eyebrow House on Mount Tabor. But these places are basically Portlandian outposts in the barbarian territories of East Portland. Whole other Portland, composed of North Portland, Northeast, Southeast, and East County. Might as well be a different city, different state, different country. There are now tourist maps for people who want to visit the locations where Portlandia was filmed. So I say if you're visiting Portlandia, go east. Just a little ways. You'll be in a whole different city. We don't have any feminist bookstores, we don't have any doily shops, and you won't see the mayor ride by on his bike. But we have one or two little things we're proud of. For example, we have some of the best locations in the world for pothole diving and axle busting. In Portlandia, they have the beautiful Vera Katz East Bank Esplanade. This is a magnificent pedestrian and bike path built at a cost of $30 million. It's where that musical segment in Portlandia was filmed. Remember? The dream of the '90s is alive in Portland. Magnificent $130 million Tillicum Crossing Bridge. This bridge, which excludes private automobiles, gives this part of Portlandia an almost fairy tale appearance. In the magical kingdom of Portlandia, pedestrians walk in splendor, untroubled by noisy, dirty automobiles. Things are different in East Portland. Here, we drive cars. But Portlandia has shown little interest in paving the streets we have to drive on. But we in East Portland don't see potholes as a problem. We see them as an opportunity for new sports, like pothole diving, and what the locals call axle busting, or on-road, off-road driving. Our poorly maintained roads offer opportunities for green laning, mud plugging, and rock crawling. Here's a drive down one of our many unpaved streets. According to a new book, East Portland is one of the premier locations for off-road, on-road driving. In East Portland, we have a slogan, come for the axle busting, stay for the pothole diving. Now this place is my absolute favorite axle buster. Shuttlecraft entering wormhole, Captain. Thank you, Spock. Shuttlecraft disintegrated. Death imminent. This is your fault. Fuck you, Spock. Another thing we have in East Portland is volcanoes. No, not that kind. Extinct volcanoes. One of my favorites is Rocky Butte, with the Joseph Woodhill Park on top of it. Look at this structure. It looks like some sort of a medieval fortress. From here you can see the city spread out below you, and Mount St. Helens to the north. A more popular one is Mount Tabor Park, with these beautiful open reservoirs like little green jewels. People come from all over the world and even further away to see this beautiful place. There's always something interesting to see at Mount Tabor. I haven't even told you about the coolest of all of these, Powell Butte. The next video deals with Powell Butte and why it's called a boring volcano. Another thing we have in East Portland is Buddhist temples. Chinese, Vietnamese, Japanese, Thai, and so on. The next 3 videos after the Powell Butte video deal with East Portland Buddhist temples. Now remember, these videos were put on YouTube 11 years ago, so the temples have just gotten more interesting since then. Finally, the last 3 videos on the playlist deal with the parks in this area. These videos too were posted 11 years ago. The parks have just gotten more interesting. Let me make one last point. On the show, they made a big deal of the slogan, "Keep Portland Weird." But there's a huge difference between Portlandia weird and East Portland weird. Portlandia cuts the East Portland bus routes so we have to drive and then won't pave our streets. Weird. Their indifference has made us resourceful. Their neglect has made us strong. We turn volcanoes into parks and potholed streets into off-road driving tracks. Live by the old East Portland slogan, when the going gets weird, the weird get going.